I don't see anybody on final, so we're good to go. Go ahead and close my window. Line up on the hold short line. Got tower in. All Branch Tower, this is Cessna 48400. I'm holding short of runway 18, ready for takeoff.
Cessna 48400 on Branch Tower, make left traffic, runway 18, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff for runway 18, make left traffic, 48400. See, radios and communication is a very scary thing for a lot of people, and I feel like whenever I get into instrument, it'll be scarier for me. But honestly, it's just, you say something, and they say something, and you just repeat what they say. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, once you've gotten what you're requesting out of the way, when you're up in the air, you're just repeating what they're saying. All right, heels on the ground, get on the center line, and slowly add full power. All right. Rotate speed is 55 knots. We are in the green. Fuel is good. Keeping on that center line. Don't even need my left rudder. Nothing but right. Go ahead and start pitching up. And there we go. Oh, that was a beautiful one. Right rudder. Alright, so our crosswind turn will be at 900, and our TPA, or traffic pattern altitude, is 300 feet above that, or it's in the AFD, it's 1200, 300 feet below that is when you want to make your crosswind turn, so 1,200 is our traffic pattern altitude. Go ahead and put the nose down a little bit on this trim. There we go. Yeah, I don't even need to use my hands really. You can trim it for a climb, trim it for a descent, trim it for straight and level, whatever you want. And there we go. I'm going to go ahead and extend my upwind a little bit. I'm climbing really good. I'm already at 1,000, but I'm not at my marker where I want to be to go ahead and do my left crosswind. I was like almost like still on the runway, honestly. Alright, so it's 13:24, good to go. Did that in like 5 minutes. Alright, go ahead and start my left crosswind. It is mighty hot today.
Just 2 Hotel Papa, tag stay or venture, I'm on ground on point 2, have a good day.
Alright, Charlie Air Venture, ground on point 2, 592 Hotel Papa.
Just 400, runway 18, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go for runway 18, 48400. And it is mighty hot today. I am sweating a storm. Whew. There's that one airport. I think I'm the only one in the pattern now. Alright, I am to beam the numbers. Go ahead and input carpy, full power. Maintain altitude, getting that wide arc. Alright, we're in the wide arc. Go ahead and put 10 degrees of flaps. Put a little bit more power in, back to 15. And I'm about 45 degrees from the number, so I can go ahead and start my descent. No need to add powder because I'm descending, so my speed, or my airspeed's going to pick up. Once I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little lake over here that a lot of us like to use as a reference to go ahead and start our downwind to base turn. And that's when I'll put in my 20 degrees of flaps. See, because I'm only at 1,000 feet. Now go ahead and start that turn. I'm gonna put a little bit of power in because you lose lift whenever you're making a turn. Let's go ahead and make that turn. Right rudder level out, and then we're gonna put 20 degrees of flaps. Alright, there we go. And now we're going to go ahead and make that base to final turn. Put a little bit more power in. Went a little wide, but that's okay. Alright, red over red, so I'm going to, there we go, intercept that glide slope just by going straight. I don't have to pitch up and go climb, I just have to go straight and you'll intercept that glide slope. I'll go ahead and add 30 degrees of flaps. It's going to want to balloon up, so you push the nose down a little bit. Alright, there we go, red over white, you're alright. My airspeed's at 65.
Towers is 184.
Whenever I get a little closer, I'm going to,
500 feet. To the southeast of Olive Branch Airport, inbound with information.
Pull some power and then
Just 184 Kilo Olive Branch.
descend, because I want to be around 60 knots.
18, will this be a full stop?
Left downwind 18, full stop for Alpha Kilo.
Roger.
There we go, shooting for those numbers. There we go, good to go. And full in power. Now look down the runway. Keeping on that center line. I ballooned up a little bit, that's fine. Center line, carpet, flaps, heels on the ground, full power. Go ahead and get that nose up.
Just 400, make right traffic.
Making right traffic for 48400.
Overhead Towers, that's 12902, 5 miles outside of Nuxaw on RNAV.
Skyhawk 1290, Olive Branch Tower, continue.
Today, I usually am very worried about not using as much runway. I just want to hurry up and use as, like, it's kind of like a challenge to myself. I want to use as, like, least amount of runway as I can. It's always like a challenge of, like, let's see if I can get on this earlier taxiway. Of course, if I can, I will keep using more runway. But today, I'm going to see if I can be above the runway, use as much as I can to get my airspeed really, really slow and barely touch the airport and the runway. You know? I'm going to try and glide through the whole thing, bleeding off airspeed, flaring the whole runway, using as much as I can. That runway is 6,000 feet. I got plenty of, you know, plenty of space. One little trick too, since you know you don't have rear view mirrors, it's not a car. If you feel like you're off from the runway, you can always just look behind you, and as long as your tail is right behind you, or is like on the runway, that means you're centered up on it.
Just 47856, Olive Branch ground, runway 18, taxi via Delta Alpha.
I'm gonna go in. Actually, I'm going to keep my iPod on. I don't know if ForeFlight works with it being blacked out on like the screen, like a locked mode. I don't know if it still works like it's logging my time and like my landing. So I need to write that down actually, scratch pad. I need to add a scratch pad. That is one landing.
Hello, 147,
Olive Branch Tower, this is Cessna 48400. I'm on the left downwind for runway 18. Can I request to make this a full stop?
Cessna 400, affirmative. You're following traffic ahead on the downwind.
I've got that traffic in sight, 48400.
Cessna 400, number 2, clear to land.
Number 2, cleared to land for runway 18, 48400. I just go ahead and request it, because he's gonna give you the request. If he said if he said you have the option, then I can do whatever I want to. I can do a touch and go. I can do a full stop taxi back. I can do a full stop. You know, it's your option. Now, but if he says touch and go, you have to do a touch and go. That's what he's clearing you for. He's not clearing you for a full stop. If he says full stop, you can't do a touch and go. So you have to do what he says. So I just didn't want him to come in onto the radio and be like, oh, you know, Cessna 48400, cleared for a touch and go, and then I'm like, actually, blah, 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 and then he's like, cleared for a full stop, cleared for a full stop, you know what I mean? Just go ahead and request it, get it over with. Guy's on his, he's kind of overshooting it. Yeah, he's going to overshoot that turn. He's on his final, base to final turn right now. As soon as I get him, he is like my numbers now, so as soon as I get a beam him is when I can start my landing procedures. Go ahead and car beat, full power, maintain altitude. 10 degrees of flaps. And let's see, keep on going. And we're 45 degrees from him. So we'll go ahead and start descending. Put a little bit of power in because I'm about to start my left downwind to left base turn. I put power in because I'm going to lose lift again. Go ahead and get on that base. Level off right rudder, right aileron, level off. 20 degrees of flaps. Making sure we're in the white arc, making sure that airspeed's at 60. And you see my little pond, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a good reference. This little pond. I'm at 800 feet. Go ahead and start my base to final turn. I'm at 60 knots, go ahead and put more power in. I don't want to go below that 60. Whatever I do, I can. You know, the stall speed.
66 Hotel, follow the Cessna.
The stall speed's a lot less than that. You know, it gives you a cushion to not get below 60.
66 Hotel after this.
So,
will you be IFR?
6 Hotel affirmative.
Then 66 Hotel, Roger. I'll work on the release.
All right, go ahead and maintain that. Intercept that glide slope. Instead of pitching up, just go straight, and you'll intercept that glide slope, and then start pitching down for your descent. So go ahead and put full flaps in. Car beat's already out. Push that nose down because it's going to balloon up. I'm at 70 knots. Go ahead and pull some more power because I'm going to descend more. My airspeed's going to pick up. This will be my 5th and final landing. So we got red over white. We're good. Pull some more power. I want to go in there already at the numbers. I want to go nice and slow, nice and easy. I'm red over red, but that's fine. There's nothing around here. I could land on the threshold. I can start touching on the threshold if I wanted to, you know? All available runway. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, that's why I had some power in, so that's why. Go ahead and apply brakes. I'm going to open this window up. It is hot. I can go ahead and put flaps and car beat because I'm going to be making this right turn onto Charlie. Let's see what he says.
Cessna 400, taxi to AirVenture, monitor ground on point 2, good day.
Taxi to AirVenture, monitor ground. Good day, sir, 48400. Go ahead and taxi to AirVenture, and I just got to monitor them. I don't have to say anything to him, just monitor them. I know how to get there, so I'm on Charlie. Take a left on the hotel right now. We're cleared on the left, cleared on the right, and then watch out for these mowers cutting this grass. And luckily it says it in our ATC in the beginning, watching out for mowers. Alright, it's 13:51. I had to get this plane back by 14. Good to go. Gives me enough time to write down the hobs and tack time, do my shut-off procedures. Go ahead and get it ready, which is right here. It was a good day of flying. All these birds better get out of the way. My propeller's going to get them. Oh man, 184 Alpha Kilo parked in my spot. Damn it. Maybe at the very end, I don't know. I'm going to have to push this bitch, I think.